Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Wednesday, November 23rd, 2011. This is the final trading day before the Thanksgiving Day holiday in the United States. Let's get right into the charts here. There's a lot to cover this morning. We'll start off with the S&P 500 E-mini futures. You can see the futures here are trading down about 9.5 points. They've been under pressure really all evening. Around 5 in the morning, they did get a little bit of a bounce here. But nonetheless, they've been under pressure, severely under pressure all night long. It looks like there's a lot going on in Europe. Let me just cover that story real quick. What you need to know in Europe is basically Germany had an auction, a 10-year bond auction, and the demand for the bonds was very, very poor. It looks like the Bundesbank had to retain about 40% of the issue. And when that happens, that's going to give a little bit of a fear factor in Europe, and it's already been on shaky ground. So, again, we'll have to just see how this all plays out and shakes out. But a pretty ugly scene taking place in Germany. You also have France is being threatened by the rating agencies of losing its AAA rating, and we'll see how it plays out. One thing I want you to look at this morning, though, even though we have all that news out of Europe, is take a look at the U.S. dollar index. You'll see that the U.S. dollar index futures are trading higher by about 50 cents today. One thing you want to watch here is simply that the dollar is starting to pull back, so that will help the market lift a little bit. If the dollar sells off, the markets will inflate. If the dollar rallies higher, these markets will come down. Okay, so it's very, very simple, and that's what we have to watch for in this market, but it's all about the dollar at the moment. Okay, so one thing we're going to watch for here is just to see how the dollar plays out. And remember the inverse relationship that is intact with the market. Now, a couple of other things to talk about quickly. You want to take a look at gold today. Gold is a leading indicator. Gold has been rallying really since about 7 o'clock this morning on the GLD. You can see it was down to 164, now trading around 164.67. So when gold upticks, it's telling you there's some inflation coming back into the market. And that's basically keeping the markets alive today. So watch gold. It's a good leading economic indicator for the overall inflation and deflation that is being put in the marketplace. I watch gold each and every day, and it's very, very effective. Traders should continue to watch gold. When gold moves up, the market should follow. When gold sells off, the markets will normally follow as well, and they'll sell off. The two are synonymous. Okay, let's take a look at the USO this morning. USO is catching a little bit of a bid as the dollar pulls in a little bit, but nonetheless that is lower on the session. Yesterday the USO closed at $37.82. Today trading at $37.31. I believe spot crude right now is trading right around down about $1.80 on the session, so right around 96.25, somewhere around there. Spot crude on WTI is trading around, basically 96 and a quarter, somewhere in that area. So again, if the dollar rallies higher, watch for oil to come down. Today is the most highly traveled day in the United States, the day before Thanksgiving. Airports will be very, very busy. Trains will be very, very busy. There will be a lot of driving. Go visit family for the Thanksgiving Day holiday. Normally, it's a time where oil pushes higher. However, this is not the normal circumstance, and we still got to be a little bit cautious in this market because you never know what's going to come out by the end of today's close. So we'll just wait and see how that all plays out. But once again, traders should really follow the dollar very closely. Couple of stocks that I watched this morning. Deere having a very, very good day. Deere & Co. This is the farm equipment maker, mining equipment maker. Very, very nice move. Stock's trading up about 4 points to around $76.26. What I'm seeing here on Deere is that it has upside potential. So, I would not be looking to short this stock. Really can go up to around, I would say, $79, $75, $80. Very, very strong move. But around 80 bucks, there's a lot of resistance if it does make a move up there. I'm not even sure it will do it today, but it's a very good move for Deere, and it looks pretty solid. A lot of times when Deere runs, you can look at stocks like Caterpillar. Caterpillar is also up a little bit. Nothing spectacular there on Caterpillar, but nonetheless, it is trading up just a little bit. And also Joy Global, ticker symbol JOYG. And you can see that's just inching up a little bit off the lows of the day. Not a big deal. But whenever Deere or Caterpillar is strong, you can watch one of these other two stocks or in the sector, usually trade higher in sympathy. So we'll keep those on the radar today. Again, it's going to be a very volatile day, so we have to see how this all shakes out and plays out. But nonetheless, those are a couple of names that I'm looking at. And watch Caterpillar and Joy G. Let's take a look at Boston Scientific this morning. Okay, this stock is getting a little bit of a bid. This was a high flyer back in the day, but no longer. It's an okay pop. You know, nothing great, nothing horrible. Still below the daily moving averages, but Boston Scientific is catching a little bit of a bid there, and we'll have to respect it today. I'm not sure if it had earnings or what the news was, but I did see the stock was up, and it's holding steady at least at the moment. Big resistance though at $6 if the stock even could get there. I'm not even sure it does. There's also resistance right around 580 first, and a little bit before that at around 570. So, you know, nothing much here, but nonetheless, it is up this morning. Let's take a look at Nokia. It's another low price stock now. Looks like they're laying off 17,000 people in a restructuring. Nokia is basically just up a little bit. I don't really see much here. The stock is definitely oversold, so maybe it could make a move higher. I would not be shorting the stock though. I would not be shorting Nokia here. It's just too low on the charts. It's oversold. Doesn't mean it can't go lower, but the odds favor that maybe the stock gets a little bit of a bounce, especially around the light volume session that we could be dealing with today, especially if the markets can recuperate a little bit. All right, with that said, everybody, I'm going to leave it there. I don't really see all too much else at the moment. We're going to leave the market just where it is. And again, I'd like to wish you all a very, very nice Thanksgiving. Hope you have a great holiday. And those of you in the chat room, we'll see you on the microphone at 9:30. Everyone else, have a great holiday, and we'll see you on Friday. Take care now.